Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Vikings are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Falcons, team that wants to keep the running game in check.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. the 24-yard line. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
And he's able to find Diggs. They give him 12 yards and a first down. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
The swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Ryan on second down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And the ball is knocked out. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Play clock winding down. Now it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First and 10, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Freeman, and he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my play list, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They start the drive with Cook. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Forbath to add the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Ryan. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Slot man moves right. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Jones will come now in motion right. Freeman again. And Freeman lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. 3rd down here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, here's Mahomes going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
All the skills were on display on that big-time play. How about him blasting off the line of scrimmage, deep downfield, sells the post pattern in a big way. And it's really pretty easy to do because all defenders are taught not to get beat in the middle of the field. Then how about the agility to break it off towards the corner? Really nicely thrown ball. Awesome completion.
Mahomes now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Ryan on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Powerful running. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Yeah. Here now come the Falcons. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In motion right is Jones. Freeman again, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. A handoff, Devontae Freeman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Ryan. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They toss to Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On second down, Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mahomes going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. To throw on second down, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Ryan now to throw on third down. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A toss to Cook, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's
just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
So out come the Falcons now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play action. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And emerging victorious in that one, the Rams. Jared Goff, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today, But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Sanu, the man in motion left. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Vikings, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.